My stepmother became excessively attached after my father's death, to the point where she secretly took my house key and then caused a scene at my cousin's baby shower when I changed the locks. As a result, I had to block her and install security cameras. I'm a 27-year-old woman, and my family dynamics have turned strange since my dad passed away for background. My mother died when I was 2, so my father raised me single-handedly. When I was 15, he married Linda, who moved into our home with her daughter, Emma. We were never particularly close. Our relationship was polite but distant. I left for college at 18 and only returned for holidays, so we never developed a deep bond. Linda focused primarily on Emma, and I concentrated on getting through high school and moving out. We were essentially courteous housemate 3 years ago. My dad died unexpectedly from a heart attack. It was crushing. Initially, Linda and I leaned on each other during the grief. We planned the funeral together, shared memories of my dad, and cried over meals. I thought we might finally form a genuine connection. But soon after the funeral, things started to feel off. Shortly after my dad's passing, Linda began asking for small favors. At first, they seemed harmless. Could I mow the lawn at their house on weekends since my dad used to do it? Could I drive her for errands because she wasn't feeling up to it? I agreed a few times, wanting to be supportive. But the requests grew. She asked if I could contribute money for renovations on their house, which she now owned fully. She mentioned needing a new roof and other repairs, hinting that my dad would have wanted me to help maintain the family home. This felt odd since I didn't live there, but I paid for one minor repair out of guilt to avoid conflict. However, I drew the line when she brought up a full kitchen renovation. I told her I wasn't comfortable funding her home improvements. At this point, I felt like she was taking advantage of me. It seemed like after my dad's death, she suddenly wanted to rely on me, not just emotionally but also financially and practically. She even asked if she and Emma could stay with me temporarily because their house felt empty without my dad, and Emma was between apartments. The open-ended nature of the request raised red flags. I lived in a small apartment and cherished my privacy, so I declined, saying it wouldn't work. Linda tried to guilt me, saying things like, "Family stays together, and I'm so alone now," but I stood firm. The tipping point came about a year after my dad's death, involving Emma, my stepsister, who's a couple of years younger than me. One weekend, Emma texted me claiming a power outage in their area and asked to stay at my apartment while I was out of town visiting a friend. I hesitated since we weren't close, but she insisted it was an emergency, so I told her where my spare key was hidden. That was a massive mistake. When I returned Sunday evening, my apartment was a wreck: empty beer cans, pizza boxes, a carpet stain, and a broken dining chair. It was clear Emma had thrown a party. My place reeked of stale beer, and there were even some questionable substances and strangers' jackets left behind. Furious, I called Emma, who didn't answer, then Linda. I demanded answers. It turned out Emma lied about the outage. She just wanted a place to party without her mom's oversight. When I finally reached Emma, she was dismissive, saying, "Oops, sorry about the mess. I thought I cleaned it up." I told her and Linda they needed to clean my apartment and pay for the damages, the chair and a ruin.
I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.